In this episode of Sailing into Nirvana, we start off the spring with a pink moon. The sunrise on this day was spectacular. Cyndi and I get out in the sun finally, and I have to replace the boat batteries after 4 years of operation. After hanging out in the sun, we caught some fish and made good food as usual. Hey, I'm Rodney.
And I'm Cyndi.
And this is our dream of leaving the comforts of a mainstream lifestyle to live like pirates. Cyndi joined me as first mate, and we have been unstoppable ever since.
Rodney and I have set our sails to a new adventure each week as we're learning the ropes of being a sailing couple.
Each season there are plenty of things to do to get the boat ready and get out on the water.
When we're not working, we're creating food and drinks from the galley and searching for adventures around the docks with friends and locals.
Be sure to hit the subscribe button and join us on our way to more sailing and adventures as we sail into Nirvana. We love just sitting on deck, watching the planes come in. It seems like all of the wildlife is more active for sure. The early morning sunrise didn't disappoint either. Here it is. Nice weather's back. We've got to do some things today. First, the battery system. I've got the battery charger here, and I've got 14.1 volts, right? But I'm having some issues with it. Let's check it out. I'm going to take off the clamp and let's see what happens to the battery voltage. Okay, it's going down fast. Down to about 11. Now it's at about 10. And it's just going to go all the way down. So these batteries are about 3 and something years old. And they get heated up and cold. And they fail just like any other car battery would. These are lead acid. I've got 2 of them. I've got a deep cycle, probably 110 amp hour house battery. And then I've got the starting battery down here, which is a little smaller. So it's 2025. It's time to replace the batteries and get this thing started up. So if you're wondering, why isn't the solar system charging the batteries? Well, my installation here in a previous video, I put the panels up top, I put in a controller and a shore power inverter switch over, and that basically replaces the shore power. It runs all the appliances, everything here. If I need to run a battery charger, I can use it off the shore, off the marina. The boat's original system, which goes through the selection switch between the batteries and this navigation panel, has the house battery, the starting battery, which can be selected independently. I have a separate smaller solar charger to maintain the batteries. So when I noticed the battery levels going down and I had to put it on the charger here, then I realized the solar out there wasn't maintaining the batteries and they were failing. They have deposits and stuff built up, and the cells in them lose the ability to hold the charge, basically. So today we're going to go get some new batteries, but we're going to check it out. Charger's back on, 14.1 volts. Take the charger off. It's going to drop. It's going to drop all the way down to about 7.7. Okay, it's pretty straightforward from here. I'm gonna take out the lithium iron phosphate batteries. I have 3 of them there for the solar system. And then I have the lead acid down below, and I'm going to run up to the auto parts store and get some new ones. Okay, so here they are. They're out. Got the Super Start Marine Deep Cycle battery for the house. I got a Wally World EverStart 24 DC series, 27 DCM series. These lithium, 25 pounds. Okay, I'm back. So, we've got Superstar Marine Deep Cycle marine grade batteries from O'Reilly's this time. This one was 4 years old. This one was almost 4 years old. So, I think I got a good life out of my old batteries. Now I'm starting over. 2025, baby. Let's see if we can get 4 more years.
In this video, I'll walk you through the battery placement on our Catalina C30 sailboat.
Old wing nuts. I like the wing nuts better. It's easy to take them off in a hurry if I need to. I'm putting the negative terminals on first. I taped all of my negative terminals up. That way I don't have to remember which wires go on which lug. So I taped the negative on here with the solar controller and the navigation station. Negative and negatives on. I've got the navigation station off. Now I can put the positive on. Alright, I've got the negative wires in the back attached. I'm running these parallel so all the negative shares one wire. Now it's time to put the positive on. Make sure the navigation is off. I have the positive in the front for easy access. Okay, the positives are connected. I'm just going to test it out real quick before I tighten them up a quarter turn. And I have 12 volts. Yeah. All batteries. Alright. Let's see if it works. Yeah. Okay, I have 12.6 on both. Hooked up the Bluetooth. There it is. I know this one's going to be good. I'll just tighten these up, put my lithium back in. Alright, now I'll just put the shelf back down. I went ahead and taped these off so they wouldn't touch each other while I was doing this installation. Boy, after carrying those 60-pound batteries, this is like nothing. I'm going to hand tighten these. I don't want to strip those out. I'm going to make sure they're threaded right. I have the 2 longer ones for the last battery. it'll be the middle battery between the system, and there'll be one more under the air conditioner. All right, the positive to positive, negative to negative. Last battery. Put her up in there. A lot of wires on that one. I've adapted this Catalina 30 navigation station to lithium. New batteries down there, lithium up here, back to good. I can see my voltage going up over here on the solar controller, so we're back in business.
I caught a blue heron hunting for twigs to build its nest in the trees. They are truly amazing and elegant creatures. The first full moon of the spring is known as the pink moon. It appeared to us in the evening. We did some fishing at night with the green light in the water to attract the bait fish.
Good morning.
What time is it?
It's time to get out of bed.
I see it's sunny out there.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Sun's out. It's a nice temperature. A little breeze.
All right, caught a catfish this morning, but it's going to be a windy day. I'm going to go out and untangle the fishing lines, right? My lines get tangled up when I leave the lines out at night, not catfishing. Here's the one the fish got tangled up. take a second to fix that one.
You twisted that up pretty good.
I tell you what, I'm not going to waste time undoing this.
It's that bad.
I've got enough line on here.
Problem solved.
No. This happens more when I have dual hooks hooked up. I always use a leader on it in case I hook in case I hook a gar or something that I don't want them to bite through. This is about 40-pound test line on here, so I don't think it's going to break. It'll make it easier to cast and store the lines without all that tackle on there. Let's check them out. Pretty feisty. Not too bad.
No?
Definitely a keeper.
Yep.
Cyndi and I hung out on deck, and we sunbathed to make the most of the sun's rays. As we got our tan, we reminisced about springtime last year. We made some good food, and we enjoyed the peaceful serenity of the lake.